Hey everybody, we're starting round two of the match between CrAzian and Cervantes. Cervantes is green in the northern east, and CrAzian is in the southwest. They're going to be in far position, so hopefully we'll see a little bit of a macro game this time around.
Yeah, I really love macro games. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Um,
one other thing to notice is this is our first mirror matchup for the season.
yeah, and mirror matchups are always fun. I mean, everyone always complains about, um, you know, Protoss versus Protoss being a tad bit boring, but um, I find it fun. I mean, it's just subtle. It's a little bit more subtle than the other matchups, but you know.
So So I think this map, due to the size, might lend to something, maybe some more unique gameplay styles. Maybe getting in some of the what's the warp gate thing that you can warp units in. The flies.
Oh, Warp Prism. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, totally slipped my mind. Right
Professional casters, Duck and I.
Definitely.
Yeah, so this is just like a slight. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say this is just a slight little difference between the two right now. CrAzian looks like he's going for a fast forge expand, which I kind of like on this map since it's so big. There's a lot more room to manage. He can grab his natural without too much of an issue. And Cervantes is going for a much more traditional build, it looks like. Grabbing the gas, grabbing the gateway. So
I think what this might cause is some early aggression by Cervantes.
yeah.
And what's really going to make a difference is if he can actually get anything done with that.
Yeah, and especially it kind of all comes down to whether or not CrAzian can throw down a cannon or not. Because here comes Cervantes. He's got to scout the front base. He's got to sneak by here, and he does get past before the cannon goes down. And
So hopefully,
yeah.
hopefully he realizes this and takes it into consideration.
Maybe
on his
even
own.
throw a, yeah, I was going to say, maybe even throw a proxy down in the corner of the base and see if CrAzian forgets about that.
Yeah, it's definitely a large base. Something else that could be done is maybe a pylon right outside the base. Maybe bring in a single flying unit, and then be able to warp them in.
Yeah, and I like that idea a lot. Actually, I don't know exactly why Protoss don't. I feel like Zerg and Terran, they use drops quite frequently. It's a good tactic to kind of just mix it up a little bit. But I don't know why Protoss never do that.
Yeah, it's not something we commonly see, but hopefully we'll see a little something crazy out of these two.
And this is going to be big. I mean, CrAzian is going for the fast expand. The only thing I do have to question is the fact that he isn't building enough probes to saturate two bases currently. I mean, he's at 11 probes to Cervantes 19. So he doesn't have. It's not worthwhile to him right now to. He won't have full saturation.
Yeah, and I mean, but getting up that second base is going to allow him to pump out those probes a lot quickly.
Absolutely. And I just wonder what Cervantes is going to do in this situation. Oh, look at this. Bottom right-hand corner. He's going for the sneaky expand.
Clever.
I like it a lot.
I do too. Especially because it's going to throw CrAzian off. He's going to think Nick's on a one base build this entire time.
Expect some early aggression, and I just want him to throw up a pylon down there just in case he needs to. Oh, except for this could be okay. Interesting that CrAzian's throwing down a proxy pylon down here right next to Cervantes' new base. It's almost like he knows they're there. And I'm just going to say now, we're not streamcasting. He's not, or we are streamcasting, but they're not in here listening to us. So,
yeah, to be honest, I think that was just where he was trying to place his proxy pylon.
Yeah.
He probably knew if he placed it in the upper left, kind of the opposite side of the map, that it might be spotted sooner.
Oh, and look at this. Cervantes is going for Stargate.
That is going to be very interesting, and the position of it is going to allow him to attack rather quickly with it once he's got some Void Rays or Phoenixes coming out of it.
The only thing I can think of is as soon as he brings a unit out of that base, like, this pylon's going to see it, and CrAzian's going to know right away that he has a sneaky expand down here. And that's
Well, hopefully he takes it straight across, and if it's on the high ground, I don't think the pylon will actually see it.
well, the pylon won't see it until it crosses the cliff face, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that how it works, or am I could be wrong. I don't know.
I'm not sure. We'll have to watch CrAzian's view here in a second
Yeah.
and see what exactly he can see.
I'm actually going to switch to CrAzian's view. He has very limited map view, and I do like how Cervantes has both the Zelnaga watchtowers occupied right now, just to really, have good map vision and make sure that there's nothing coming over his way.
It looks like he's going to actually scout a little bit with these first units that he produced.
That's a pretty good sized group. I know CrAzian has these 2 photon cannons down here, but he doesn't have any units to actually attack.
So the first Void Ray just came out, and I don't think CrAzian actually saw it.
Yeah, that's really
so
good news.
he's going to be in the dark.
That's really good news, and he has nothing in his base. He has, like I just said, he has no units to attack anything. He has an observer coming out, but that's not going to do much.
To be honest, if I was CrAzian right now, and I see this, force walking across, thinking about a sneaky expansion is not something I would be doing.
Yeah, and I'm just really interested here in what Cervantes is doing. I kind of want him to push out a little bit. He's got this sneaky expand. He's got forces sitting in the middle, a pretty sizable army, and all CrAzian's doing is kind of hunkering down and turtling up a little bit and really, really probing up. And that's, if we look at the economy, the income tab right now, it's beginning to pay off. We got 30. Well, I say that, but Nick's actually doing a better job of knocking out harvesters. He has 4 more.
Yeah. Nick is definitely, maybe getting rid of some of the jitters from the first game. He's doing quite a bit better. He's keeping his minerals low, whereas CrAzian's up in the 1200s already. Mm-hmm. And he's got about double the supply on him right now.
Yeah, I almost wonder if this is a, he's CrAzian's macroed up, but he doesn't know how to spend the money now,
Yeah, I think he's a little bit confused on what tech to go, maybe. Mm-hmm. He's got some gateways down, and even some stalkers would be nice. He's got a Twilight Council.
And he's building a dark shrine. This actually could be big, though.
Well, hopefully Cervantes, moves out soon with these Void Rays.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he's waiting for exactly.
Well, he has a second starbase up, too, and maybe he's just trying to really mass up units. But it looks like CrAzian's going mass gateways. He has 3 more gateways coming down on top of his 3 that he already has. So, okay, and here we go. We're going to have a push out here by Cervantes.
And hopefully he scouts that deep dark shrine right away. He should be able to see it. And he does.
Oh, and he's going to take it. Oh, but you know what? CrAzian already has 3 DTs coming down.
Yeah, but this is really going to hinder his tech, and he kind of showed his hand already.
Yeah, and that'll be good. Hopefully Cervantes will throw down a forge soon, or at least get a observer out.
He actually just threw down a robo bay, so he is taking the necessary precautions when it comes to these DTs.
But the DTs are already moving out to his first base, and there's really nothing there, but they are going to cause some serious damage.
One thing I'm actually quite surprised about is CrAzian has quite a bit of minerals. He's being pressured right now by these Void Rays, and still we don't see any stalkers or anything.
He might be trying to micro a little bit too much.
I think that might be the case.
I was talking to Nick before the game, and he fixed the audio problem that we were worried about. We were trying to figure out how to upload these videos on YouTube without it being a major issue. And he figured it out, so I figured I was going to award him a free game, but it looks like I'm not going to have to, because, here we go. Oh, the only thing I'm worried about, his robo is going to go down without producing an observer, and this could actually be bad. It might lead to a base race situation.
The unfortunate thing is CrAzian still doesn't know about that expansion of his.
Yeah, but CrAzian has a ton of money, and it looks like he's going to branch off one of these probes and put a nexus down pretty quickly. So it's going to be kind of a base race to see who knows more about what's going on. And he might inadvertently stumble on Cervantes' new base here and send the DTs right over. Oh, and he builds a nexus right outside Cervantes' base.
He's actually got two going down, one in the other corner as well. And Nick is actually not using his Void Race right now. He could be finishing him off, but too many places at once, it seems like.
And meanwhile, these DTs are just going crazy up here in Nick's natural. I mean, he's just really wrecking shop, and it's really going to be interesting to see who can discover whose base is quicker. Oh, but you know what? Here comes the photon cannon, and they don't know it yet, but I'm going to go ahead and call GG, because as soon as those DTs run into that vision...
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the food count right now, we got 11 for CrAzian and 66 for Nick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of pointing towards a win for here.
And I like CrAzian's go get him attitude, and he does have a little bit of some lead time because Nick doesn't know where Steven's base is.
He's actually got a Void Ray attacking it already, so it's gonna be quickly GG here.
Yeah, but
I guess he's just holding on for dear life.
Yeah, he's going to try one more time with these DTs up front, but unfortunately, it is game over.
Yeah,
wah, wah. There it is, GG, and this series is all tied up. Can't wait to see the third one.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.